Hello guys, good morning. Here we go again, live yoga, and I hope you're getting ready. We'll give some minutes for people to join us and for you to settle. So, okay, to grab like a cushion or any props that you need, belts and scarves, and find your spot, settle into the posture that you feel most comfortable with, and join me for an hour of a yoga practice. See how you feel. If you feel tired and you had a busy week, it's okay to start lying down, or if you want to be opposite of keeping more energized and lift up your energy, then find a sitting position, whether cross-legged or kneeling. And if you're sitting, just observe how you feel, any sensations, how your body is, how your mind is, emotions, before we continue with little chant and wait for the others to also join us. So what can I say? The beginning of the new year, hope it's treating you well, and hope you feel that impulse of new beginning, of rebirth, of getting ready to face the new year with the new challenges, and hopefully you will be more open to change and open to learn more. If the old year was something which was a bit of a challenge for you in that sense, so yes, it's always good to feel and have this hope for the new beginning in the coming, whether it's a new day, a new week, a new year. So we're always hoping for a better experience, but that is ultimately of what we've learned from our past, really, isn't it? If we learned to be open, if we've learned the challenging times to make us feel more brave, that we have to keep on with hope within, then anything that comes your way, you will, I suppose, greet it, and will enhance your life, whether it's really positive experience or sometimes quite challenging. And as long as you stay open, as long as you stay aware that you're there for the new experiences, which inevitably will happen to us, then yeah, everything will be beneficial. Okay? Alright, so take a few inhales and exhales on the spot where you are. And feel the contact of your sitting bones with the floor. Become aware of your spine lengthening Take a few inhales, exhales there. And just observe any thoughts, any sensations. Just observing without judging or wanting to react. Few moments to observe the surroundings, sounds, smells. Make sure you feel comfortable. Good. And we begin with 3 Oms and the Loka Mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Good. We begin with a pranayam. So I suggest we do Kapalabhati pranayam, and it's very beneficial if you feel a bit anxious or tired, as I said before. So we're going to start with, if you want to swap your legs and stretch them, okay, that's fine. If by now you've been flat on the ground, come and sit, and we're going to start. Relax the shoulders. Few inhales, exhales if you need to, and then any positions comfortable. We start with 60 Kapalabhati. So make sure you're exhaling fully before you allow the passive inhalation to come through, so that you don't get dizzy. In case you feel dizzy, in case you feel buzzing, you feel uncomfortable, always stop and just retain your normal breath. So there's no strain, there's no pressure. 60 rounds in a medium speed. just take a few moments to come back to your natural breathing. Don't be in a hurry. Observe the buzzing. Take as many natural breaths as you need to. Opening the gaze softly and just looking at the spot. In a comfortable spot down on the floor in front of you. Before you start moving and finding that you want to, if you need to swap your legs or your position. Okay. On the next few rounds of breath, we're going to start tapping. So this is, as you know, a very good way of, one way is to come back into the body, so grounding, and also if you feel quite heavy and sluggish, it's a way of waking up the energy, the meridian. So just make a cup and you just do the arms, the shoulders, the inside, the outside of the arm, and then we do the other one. Yeah, take it as many as you need. And also we do the legs. Outside, inside, front and back, and the other one. Good. Also, if you want to tap anywhere in the body, just rub it. Just make sure that, you know, here is also good. And the rib cage, the chest, and the belly. Waking up all these centers here, tapping, energizing the kidneys as well. Good. And just massaging a little bit the face, pressure points here, the neck, and there's little dots here at the almost at the end of your shoulders. Okay, and they're very good to massage lymphatic drainage. Okay, and obviously you need to warm up the face or just press any pressure points that you know. The head, okay. And when you're ready, let's go for the feet. So press and squeeze and go all the way the foot, then squeeze one at a time, toe by toe. When you're ready, interlace the fingers into your toes and just roll the ball of the foot and then the whole foot, warming up the joint, the ankle, and then take the foot either into your elbow or the wrist and squeeze the shin. Root that foot on the floor and then start squeezing the shin. Keep the shoulders down and feel that your heart is coming forward so your back is straight, it's not rounded. Few rounds of breath here, maybe side to side, anything like feel that open. Okay. Interlacing toes and fingers, the ball of the foot, the ankle, and then opening the hip joint. Beautiful. Few inhales, exhales here. And when you're ready, let's go on to your mats for 4 into cat-cow. Good. And just rounding the back for a few breaths here. Your movement and the breath. So we just feel that space in between your vertebrae for a few rounds. If you want to go side to side, clockwise, anti-clockwise, or figure eights, it's up to you. Okay, and when you're done with it, come and sit onto the heels to stretch the back of your feet. If you want to stretch the front of your feet, then just lift the knees gently, and again sit on the heels to stretch and bring life into your feet a little bit. Good. And when you're ready, on the next inhale, exhale, let's come up into gentle down dog. So one heel at a time. One heel at a time. Lengthening the neck so there's no tension in the neck. Allow even like dangling a little bit your head, little dangle, to feel there's no tension. And then eventually inhale, exhale here. Rolling the hips up towards the sky. Moving the shoulder blades away from, so the shoulders away from the ears. And if you need to keep your knees slightly bent, lift the heels to feel that lovely scooping into your lower belly. And lengthening the lower back. Dangle the head a little bit, lengthening there. So the whole spine, find this beautiful space. Okay. And exhale. Three more breaths in your down dog. Good. And when you're ready, let's just give a little walk to the front of your mat. So coming either by dangling, bend your knees slightly, be so soft and gentle to come up, coming up gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, up into Tadasana. Good. And now coming to Tadasana, together we're gonna do a bit of going to warm up the spine and give a gentle back bend. Okay, so parallel feet, hip width apart, keep lengthening, and what we're going to do is inhale, arms raise, exhale to the side. So be mindful you're not leaning forward or back, you're literally to the side. Inhale, come back. exhale, lower. The other side, inhale, we're going to lift, but at the same time we press in to a root in the feet. So be mindful again that you're working on grounding and growing at the same time. Connecting with the breath, inhale, exhale. Opening the rib cage with the movement and the breath. Exhale. So many things to think of, but when it becomes one, we've done this so many times, it will become natural for you to do this beautiful dance and have this constant awareness. Exhale back to center. Have a little rest here. Soften the glutes. And then on the next inhale, exhale, keep the feet parallel. This time we're going to put extra edge, both palms together, extend out, feel the opening in the rib cage, rooting that foot onto the floor, and have a whole breath here. When you're ready, wait for the inhalation, press the feet to come back to center and lower. Again, inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, palms together, take a full breath here. When you're ready to come up, use your core muscles into center, exhale, and once more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Back to center, soften and relax. If you want to just give a little twist. Good. Keep the breath going. Keep your natural breath or ujjayi breath. Keep lengthening through the crown. The next one we're going to do is the back bend. So I'm going to turn this way so you see better. Inhale. Exhale, root into your mat. Roll the shoulders. Keep looking forward and push the hips forward. Extend, so you want to find some space in the lower back, so we don't jam it. We want to lengthen first and then go back. So support your glutes and then keep looking forward. Inhale, exhale here, that's absolutely fine. And then keep coming on. Inhale, bend your knees and flex, roll down, hug your elbows, and then gradually dangling if you want to. Come up gently, come up gently. Good. Into Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, root into your feet. Now inhale, feel lengthening first before you start exhaling the hips forward. Some of you may want to also exhale and look back only if your back allows that. Otherwise, keep looking forward. Inhale, if your head is down, lift it up, look, and then flex, but bending always the knees. Good. Dangling, coming up, coming up, coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Feel tall. And we'll do it once more. Inhale. Exhale. Root into your feet. Open the toes and press into the ground. So now inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin the journey, pushing the hips forward and trying to find that space in the lower back. Keep looking forward if you want to. exhale variation, if you're really open, you can slide your hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hug your elbows. Bend your knees. Good dangling here. Vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Beautiful. Don't be in a hurry because you may get dizzy. Again, if you want, just dangle a little bit here. Allow the shoulders to be heavy. So there's no... Arms are also just freestyling, yeah? They just float. Good. On the next inhale, exhale, keep the feet parallel. We're going to try a little balance here. So inhale and exhale. We're going to root. Okay? Again, trying to press down and lift up simultaneously. You can have your arms on to the waist, or you can lift them up here and stay like this for 3 rounds of breath. Hands can be together or apart. The idea is you focus on the breath and focus on rooting. One. Keep your eyes steady, soft tongue, soft face. 2. Contract your belly, your core muscles. 3. With the exhale, lengthen the leg and lower down. Now find your both feet are pressing equally into the floor before you lift the other side. So your glutes can be a bit tight at the moment. Soften and relax. Okay, inhale when you're ready. Exhale into the foot, which is your base foot. Then inhalation, lift, parallel foot and parallel thigh. Keep spreading the toes onto the ground. Keep lengthening through the crown. Find the gaze, a drishti. Soften the eyes and the face. When you're ready, inhale, arms lift, either together, apart, or in front of your heart. Again, 3 breaths here. Just listen to the breath and observe. After 3 rounds, arms raise and exhale, come back to Tadasana. Both feet pressing equally into the ground. Beautiful. So today practice, we're going to see how internally we stay soft, mentally, I mean mainly. Internally, you're soft, you're observing everything that's happening externally around you, in the room or the body. So try and see if you can find that point of balance between observing and softening and contracting. Okay, so on the next inhale, exhale, we're gonna start a flow. This is a swan dive. I'll do it this way. So again, parallel feet, hip width apart. We've done this so many times. Inhale, exhale, forward bend. Bending the knees gently. Inhale, look. Exhale, Lengthen through the crown. Now when you're ready to come up, feel if you want to come up with straight arms and straight back, feel that you're lifting through the heart. Exhale back into your center. Otherwise, always bend your knees to come up if your lower back is a bit tight. Always going down and lifting up, bending your knees. So inhale, exhale, coming with your heart. Now parallel thighs, look forward. Exhale through the crown, keeping shoulders away. Now if you want to come up with straight back, pressing into your feet and lift through your heart. Okay, I'm going to show it this way again. Parallel feet. Again, inhale, arms raised. Really rooting into your feet. Again, inhale. Exhale with your heart. Toes in line with the fingers. Inhale, look forward with parallel thighs, shoulders away. Exhale through the crown. And when the next inhalation comes in, lengthen through the crown, lift with the heart, exhale into center. Again, all is happening in your feet. You're rooting in your feet. Open the toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Don't be in a hurry. Into your heart. Draw that energy there. Again, inhale. Exhale there. And final. Good. Feel that movement of the breath. Don't let go. One more breath into Tadasana. That's good. And now we continue with the flow of sun salutation. So keep that awareness. Awareness on the breath is always there. Awareness on the rooting in order to be able to expand. So keep that awareness today on this point. How you root with everything touching the floor in order to extend, expand and find more space. When you're ready, inhale. doesn't matter which variation you're doing, it's your variation, but the awareness of rooting before you move will give you more space, more breath, more time. So don't be in a hurry, listen to your own breath, be with your own practice, take your time. Let's do 3 rounds. So that was 1 for me. And now a second one. And third. Ooh. Guess this way's better. And we all meet in Tadasana when you finish with your round. Observing the breath beautifully. Keeping that stillness, keeping that awareness of just listening to your breathing and working with the inhalation and exhalation. We're going to start again balancing from Tadasana. Lift the arm, whichever side you want to go first. Right leg up. And then we're going to pivot into T shape, okay? Warrior 3. Just demonstrating. So first, what we want to do is find that rooting strong into the floor. Contract your core muscles, lift through Muladhara Bandha so that your balance will become better. And when you're ready to exhale, keep coming to reach. So you're extending through the crown, you're extending through that foot on the ground and also through the foot at the back. Okay? option with the arms to be to your side or to come forward. Yeah. And when you start extending in every direction, your balance will be better. So when you're ready to come up after 3 rounds, you can slide that foot on the ground and exhale back into your heart. Take a breath here if you need to before we do the other side. The idea again is not to be in a hurry. So mentally you're preparing, and this will translate into physically also preparing before you start your journey. So inhale, exhale, rooting. Now inhale, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, back down through the ground. Good. And when you're ready, don't be in a hurry, just gently start. You can also slide on the ground like that or keep going. Extend out, reaching in every possible direction. Keep the toes opening on the ground. Extend through the crown. Variation with your arms. 3 breaths. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. After 3rd exhale, the inhale will bring you back. Exhale, both feet pressing equally on the ground. Soften your glutes. If you want to do this one again, that's fine. And we'll do one more round of 3 breaths on each side, okay? Inhalation, lift. Exhalation, root. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Then inhale and exhale, whichever variation you want to go for. Gradually have 3 rounds of breath here to explore. And 3. Inhale, come up. Exhale, parallel feet, hip width apart. When you're ready for the other side, exhale, root, inhale, lift. Exhale, root, and inhale, begin. Exhale, come into whichever variation. Arms beside you, also hold them on the waist. Any variation here. Soft face, soft tongue. Just observing like a silent witness. 3 rounds of breath. And final. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, back into Tadasana. Okay, now inhale, exhale, we're going on the floor. Through down dog. if you want to have a little rest in balasana, and that's also cool. Or down dog. Three breaths in, whichever one you want to go for. And then we're coming to sitting position. So now finding your sitting bones here into cobbler's pose. The idea is you're not rounding. Again, you're coming out from your sitting bones, lengthening the spine, and hold your ankles. Good. Now we're going to root. So feel again, rooting is not happening just through the feet. As I've said before, it's anything that touches the ground in any position is your roots. So you're rooting through your sitting bones, anything that is touching there, the side of the feet and so on. And from there we grow, we lengthen through the crown, and the exhalation we flex in the hips so the back is straight, the gaze is soft, the tongue is soft. And it may be a very subtle movement for you today, and that's fine. For other people it can be quite a forward movement, and that's also fine. Pressing the elbows into the inner side of the knees and hold your ankles, that's fine. Exhaling, opening a bit further. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Again, it's just observing how far you go with your exhalation. And also, some people who are very flexible, you may want to open these feet like a book. So that will take you a bit further. Okay. Keep exhaling and feel this little gentle opening here. 5 breaths. Shoulder blades away from the ears. And you can also find that beautiful spot, your edge, your biting point, and just stay there and just observe this aha moment. For the rest of your 5 breaths here. Good. And your final exhale. Surrender to your final position. And then gradually, gently coming up to sitting, keeping the spine straight. And we're going to go for a spinal twist here. So keep the legs straight. The other one is over. Press both feet. Whatever is touching the floor, hug your, pressing into the floor, and hug your, your knee, and then from there start extending, growing tall. And some people may reach to look over the shoulder, that's fine. Also, you may want to reach underneath that bent knee and maybe grab hold of the arm. That's those who look for more edge. 3 breaths here. Keep lengthening through your lower back, keeping the shoulders down. After the 3rd, the inhale will bring the head to look forward, and then the exhale swap. Inhale if you want to reach up first before you hug your knee. rooting the front foot, the straight leg, rooting through the heel, flex the foot and then root that one also, and then start lengthening through the crown. Feel you're finding this space in the lower back. Gradually observe the twist happening. Gradually feel the middle back is going, and then feel the upper back is also going to the twist, and the head is the last to go and look over. So we have 3 rounds of breath here. The whole body is active, awareness is active, but you're not judging, you're just observing your soft tongue, soft gaze. Good. After your 3rd, inhale to look forward, and exhale, come onto your backs. Hug your knees into the chest. And just massage the lower back a little bit if it needs to. Let's go for bridge here. Hip width apart. Lift into your bridge, whether you have your arms underneath interlaced, any variation, but mainly keep your knees in line with the hips. Keep the shins 90 degrees. So when you lift here into your bridge, we'll hold it for 3 breaths. Keep the knees in line with your hips. After 3, exhale, hug your knees into the chest. Now if you want to go for a shoulder stand, go for it. If not, find a wall next to you and just lift for 3 breaths or so. The legs up. No stress, no tension, just observe the flow of the fluids in your legs, the blood and all that come down. Three to 5 breaths here. If you're in shoulder stand, again you can hinge a little bit. So gradually you're going to lift through the tailbone, gradually keeping the head central. So lifting up to a point where you are able to breathe, not gasp. Lovely surrender to let go and reverse the flow of your blood towards the ground. Whether you are in using the wall just to lift your legs, or in a shoulder stand. Make sure their feet are soft. After 5 rounds, you may want to come either in fish, so you press the elbows and you're kind of lifting through the sternum, and you will feel that your crown be gently touching or hovering over the ground. Deep inhales and exhales here. As many as you need to before you start your surrendering to the ground for Shavasana. Beautiful surrender in Shavasana, corpse pose. So if you want to comfortably cover your body with something which will make you feel cozier on the floor, do so. And begin the process to surrender. Take deep inhales. Breath if you need to. Allowing the body to soften on the ground, and feel that the whole body contact of the body and the floor. Feel that contact and stay for a few breaths here on that plane of contact between the body and the floor. And then begin to scan the body for any tension, anything that is tight and needs to soften, and let it go. Flop the feet aside, the calf muscles, soft knees, soft thighs. Check your glutes are soft. If you need to just go side to side a little bit. Check your back, the lower back, the middle back and the upper back. Deep inhales, exhales to soften the lungs, the rib cage, the shoulders. Check your arms are soft. Palms facing up. Fingers are soft. Now check the head is central, so it's not tilted to any side, it's central. The whole of the spine, just feel up and down your spine as you're lying down. Just feel the spine. And then the head. And the top of the head. The forehead is soft. Eyebrows are soft. Eyelids are soft. Check your cheeks, jaw, soft tongue, not touching anywhere, just floating somehow in the mouth. Good. And now surrender totally to the stillness of the body. become a silent witness of every sensation, every thought, every feeling that you may experience. Just observe. Listen to every sound around you as a silent witness. And then just observe the breath into your chest and become aware of the breath actually happening into your belly. And feel that breath movement for the next few rounds of breathing. Observing as a silent witness everything. Gradually deepening these inhalations, feel the breath coming into the whole of the body, inhaling all of the body, and give yourself a lovely stretch and gently coming up to sitting with that stillness still within you. Come to final sitting position. Keep the face soft. We're going to take 3 Ams together and the Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hare Om. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Hope that was a good practice. And grounding as well as takes out tension you know, from us, the earth also gives energy back. So hopefully that was a good session for you. And because we're in a very in the winter, it's kind of introverted time of the year. It's good to feel grounded. It's good to work with this energy of kapha, ground, but also it's not so good to linger too much, because some people who have more kapha, they may be a little bit more depressive, a bit more heavy, a bit more tamas. So we want to have this bounce off. That's why we kept rooting but also growing out of the roots. And hopefully that will, I've managed to translate that into the practice, and kind of you felt energized at the end of it, as well as like grounded. Okay, so if you have any anxieties, anything like that, was able to calm you down a bit. But anyhow, so let me know. I hope it was okay for you. I see some familiar faces. Thank you for coming by this morning. I love you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.